Yee, purple. Did I get you? I kill me. Alright, I'm back. Check it out. I am going to start putting some items into the storage system here, but there are a couple things that I need to do first. One of them actually being go up here and put something up top, because right now all the items are just going to end in like a hopper that's like down there. I need to get them lifted up here and then get some storage up here so that we can have like miscellaneous items that aren't in the system have some place to go. But that's something I'm going to do a little bit later, because right now we're actually going to go over here and get started on a little farm. So I talked about earlier how I wanted to use gold and carrots to make golden carrots instead of just, getting them from villagers, which is technically the easier way, but since I've got this sort of factory going here, thought it'd be kind of cool, use the crafter, get some golden carrots. So I think what I'm going to do is build up a little carrot farm that's going to go right up there. It's going to be an automatic villager farm where the villager will just walk around and plant. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on that, and I will be right back. Shwabang! We've got it in here. And it's mostly working. I do need to make a few little tweaks to some of the redstone and get the villagers up top where they're going to be farming. But I want to talk through a little bit of the idea behind this whole thing here. So if I go up here, this entire machine in the back here is just for crafting the carrots into golden carrots, and I'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to go over a little bit how that works, but basically up here, very simple farm. The villagers are just going to be picking up the carrots and throwing them to another villager that's going to be standing over there. They'll be picked up by that hopper minecart and transported down into the machine. But let's jump over right now to the redstone testing world, because I want to show you guys how this machine actually functions a little bit, and then we'll come back and I'll give you a little explanation of what's going on down here. Okay, so here we are in the redstone testing world. This is the little contraption that I'm using for crafting stuff, and so basically how this works is all the items are coming into here. We want to take the output out of this because we want it only to activate this when the thing is full. So basically, when all these get in here, you'll see it'll activate and shoot out a golden carrot. And basically what happens then is it goes over here and it powers this little redstone line down there. So this is using some magic with comparators right here. Basically, whatever signal is coming into the side of this comparator is preventing that signal from coming out of this crafter right here. So, for example, this the signal coming out of this crafter has to be more than this signal coming in here. So what I've done is I've got this crafter, which takes an output of 9 slots into this comparator, into this redstone right here. That means that once we get 9 in here, it will surpass this 8 that's going in the side, and then bang, it will activate this whole thing. Essentially coming down here, hitting the redstone line, and then this observer picks that up and it shoots an item out the other side. So basically what I'm doing is using a bunch of these on the server in a little bit of a different, form. I've got like some of these things blocked out, some different signals coming in over here depending on what type of signal I need to craft certain items. But I'm using a bunch of these to take the gold blocks and turn them into ingots, which then turns them into nuggets, and then puts everything into a crafter, and at the end makes a golden carrot. Okay, so we're back on the server now, and let's just go through this a little bit. It's kind of hard to tell what's going on here, so I'm going to try to walk through it and explain what's happening. So basically what happens is there's a tube of glass back here. I'm going to fill that with water, and that's going to be where all the gold blocks are going in, okay? All the gold blocks. So the gold blocks I have to get from the farm in the nether, so I'm probably going to have to manually grab those and bring them over. I could probably do something with portals and transporting them in the nether, but then it gets kind of ugly, and we got railways and stuff all over the top of the nether, which I kind of want to avoid. So we're not going to do that. What we're going to do, just bring the blocks in, put them down there, and then boom, they go up, okay? So when the blocks get up to the top here, what happens is they go into this first machine. This one is just basically crafting them. It's only got one slot open. It's crafting them from blocks into ingots. Okay, boom. Throws all the ingots in there. Same thing happens down here. This is turning them into nuggets. Okay, nuggets go down. Nuggets come into this. And this is our crafter that's crafting all the items all at the same time. They're going to get collected and transported probably over to the item sorting system. And the carrots are like right there somewhere. So I'm thinking I can just hitch up to this hopper line, or I've got some other ideas about maybe integrating like a full water passage below this. We'll get to that later. So nuggets come from right here. Boom. Nuggets go in. Okay, from over here, you'll see there's another hopper line coming in the side. That is from the carrots. So from up top, all those carrots are getting thrown into this dropper. And then this dropper throws them in the water stream. They get pushed up against the side of a chest, which is back there, and then into this hopper line that's going down the outside. Okay, so they all go in there, they drop down, they come down, and they go into the crafter, where everything gets crafted and spit out by this little machine right here. I do need to tweak this a little bit because I'm having some issues with this. I think I need to make sure that there's like a full stack of all the items in here to make sure this is going to work, and then I need to change the output coming from here. But some of you redstoners might know what I'm talking about there. But that is the idea of how that works. And the next thing I need to do is transport these two villagers that I've made from my lovely breeder right here up to the top. So that's what I'm going to do next. It's going to be super simple. Hopefully, these things can be kind of annoying, but we're going to give it a shot. And I'll be back, hopefully, when this whole thing is running correctly, and I'll show you how it works. And then I can stop eating fish! Okie dokie, we're back. It's all working very, very perfectly. So I'm going to take you through it from the beginning to the end, okay, from the very beginning. So let's just say I came back from the nether with some gold from my gold farm, and here it is right here. Perfect. I've got this little barrel right here, and all I have to do is put the gold in the barrel, and everything else is going to happen automatically, okay? All right, so here we go. Boom, only gold can go in there. And let's just see here. So what's going to happen is, boom, off goes the minecart. This is down below. It's going to come all the way over here, go all the way up to the farm. All those items are then going into the water stream and into the machine. And if we run over here real quick, we can see the machine starts working. Things are being processed. All the gold is being processed and getting into the machine right now. And pretty soon, we should see carrots start to fly out of here. And bang! Just like that, out come the carrots. There's a backlog of carrots up there from the farm above. And so those are all filling up the crafters that need to be filled up for carrots. And the gold comes in, gets processed, gets put in there, and it all shoots out into here. And there you go. I've got golden carrots coming in. Now, there is going to be a collection system, and that's, right now, it's just this hopper right here that's catching everything. But eventually, what I'm going to do is I've got this idea for a mass collection system for this entire base right here. So what's going to happen is this is where all the items are going to end up, essentially, and they're going to go up, and that's the beginning of the item system up there. And so they're going to go up and get put into the item sorting system right there, and they're going to come from two different water streams. So the first one is right here. There is water under here. It just looks funny because of some of the shaders that I'm using. There's one also on the other side, and that's going to be going all the way along. I haven't actually built them yet. That's going to be something for, I think, a future episode. But basically, it's going to come all the way along here, and then it's going to drop down a block here, and it's going to come all the way to this corner. Then when everything gets over here, it gets transported up into the system and sorted out and put in the chest that it needs to be put in if need be. Now, not all of the things that I'm going to be making around the outsides are going to be going into this system up here, because it might get overloaded if I have, like, for example, a mob farm that outputs a bunch of items. It might overload this system, might run out of space, and then some of it goes up here, and you know it could get ugly. So instead, what we're gonna do is just have, for those ones, we might have special storage systems on the outside here, just for those specific farms, where I can come and get like bulk amount of items if I need to. for certain stuff like that. But there we go. Food problem has been solved. I now have golden carrots and as many as I want forever. Okay, so now that I am done being completely distracted by that, it's time to go up and do the actual thing that I have been meaning to do for like this whole episode, putting items into the system. I'm also going to be filling in this chest and switching out shulker boxes and just getting all the items put where they need to be. But that's really boring to watch, so I'm just going to kind of skip all of that, and I'll come back when it's all done. But in the meantime, while I'm working on this, I had a little encounter with Shorty and Rank the other day, and we decided that we wanted to go get some netherite. I'll show you some of that. We'll be back, and then I have one more thing that is a little bit of a surprise that I want to show you guys at the end of this episode. So stick around for that, and I'll see you in a minute. Okay, ready? Go. Oh, I found some.
Wow, already.
I'm gonna go completely opposite.
Alright, what do we have so far? I got 2.
Whoa.
Hey!
Go, Rick.
Yeah! I might break your shovel. Ah! I'm on fire!
So far I'm at 6.
Wow.
We're gonna need more.
Oh, I found more!
Wow.
I should say that more often. We need more than that, actually. Like a day before, my mom's like, hey, you guys should surprise us. I found cinnamon rolls! And so we're like, okay. That's what actually... Oh! Glad I kept going. There's 3 cinnamon rolls right there. Oh, there's a secret extra one behind the other one. That's all I... Oh! Wait, I see one in the wall. But there's a guy here. Heroic!
Like they get MacDougall? Or whatever.
No, they don't, but...
Why are you smelling everybody's burp? It's weird.
Oh. Well,
Just gonna spit up your...
that was fruitful. Alright, whatever.
It's just a magic. Yeah.
Don't break the gold. Got it. I mean, all this stuff's good. And we did it! Woohoo! Okay, and we are pretty much all moved in now. So let's go inside and I'll show you what I've been working on. Okay, so the first thing to notice is that there's a bunch of open space over here now where there used to be chest monster right here, so that's gone. I picked that all up. I'm going to be having a super smelter coming in here at some point in the near future, so I just left this little setup right now for me to use. I also have some out back, but I also cleaned up a huge chest monster that was out here. So this is all cleaned up now. Again, I'm just going to be using those later, so just leaving them for the moment. So anyways, I've been working on getting some of this stuff in here. Been putting stuff in the chest, getting shulker boxes in, and you can see a bunch of the items are starting to come in, and we're getting things sorted out into the system. I've got most of everything put in. By now. There's a few things up at the starter base, which I kind of want to leave there for a little bit just so that I have to go back up there. I have also started adding some armor to the sides. I've got like 17 sets of chainmail and iron armor from trading with the villagers over there and just getting them to max level. So I've got those up there. My plan is to get some extra sets of armor, like some really good ones like diamond, maybe some netherite, and have those ready to go in case I do die. Then I can come back here and grab those and get back to where I need to be. But the other thing that I have done is cleaned up this area over here. I got a little infinite water source. And back in here is my nether portal. So I hooked this thing up and it's ready to go. But anyways, spawn is right there. This is my base right here. So not a long distance. Very easy for me to go back and forth. But what I want to show you now is a little bit of a surprise. This is another portal, so you can kind of get the idea. Spawns over there. And this is where my game is gonna go. So let's go through here and I'll talk a little bit about this. All right, so as we pop out on the other side of this portal, you can see that I have found a big, wide open area over here. And this is where the game's gonna be. So just to give you a little idea of the scale of this, that's another portal. This is the inner circle of the game. So this entire circle right here, this big sandstone circle, is basically encapsulating the user interface portion of the game. This is like the main area of the game where you're going to be able to buy items, get your quests. There's going to be a little bank system. There's going to be some stables. There's going to be shops. There's going to be tutorials. All that stuff is going to be going in each of these little sectors around this circle right here. And then this big middle part, I'm not going to tell you what it's going to be, but it's going to be a building, and that's going to be sort of the big main entrance. There's going to be a big map in there. There's going to be some rules, maybe some other information, stuff like that inside here. And then the other big thing is going to be the levels. So on each of these outcrops right here, there's going to be a gate going out into beyond the circle. So this is going to be like level 1, for example, over here. And you're going to come through the gate, and then the first level is going to be, you know, fenced off, but it'll be out here, and there'll be various different buildings and challenges and different things that you have to complete to get through this level, and then you can go on to the next level, etc., etc. I'll talk a little bit more about kind of how that works later, as this is just sort of the beginning stages of this thing. But I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an idea of what this looks like, and kind of show you that this is going to be a huge project, and I'm going to need lots of help. So Shorty's already been helping me out a little bit, which is greatly appreciated, with just laying out some of these circles so I can get this thing going. But I got a lot of terraforming to do. I'm going to have to fill all this in with some blocks, get a floor down, and then start building some of the buildings that are going to be going around here. So it's going to be quite the project. Just bear with me a little bit as we kind of get going on this thing, because it's going to be huge. It's going to be crazy. It's hopefully going to be a lot of fun, though. And hopefully I'm going to learn a lot and build a lot. And I'll take you guys along for the ride with me. With that being said, I think in the next episode, we're going to work on filling this out a little bit. And I've got a couple other things planned. But for now, that's going to be it for me. Let me know what you guys think about this down in the comments section. Hope you're as excited as I am to get going on this thing. This is going to be a huge project. It's about 3 years in the making for me. And so something that I've really wanted to do for a long time. So let's get going on this. In the meantime, if you guys could like the video, subscribe if you're new, I would really appreciate that. And with that being said, I will see y'all next time.